8 bizarre war machines that shouldn't have existed in hidden, forgotten creations of war, too strange to believe, waiting to be uncovered. War has inspired brilliant innovation, but some inventions were so bizarre, they seem straight out of a sci-fi nightmare. From giant tanks that could barely move, to rocket-powered wheels meant to destroy beaches, these war machines pushed human imagination, and sometimes common sense, to the absolute limit. First, the Tsar tank Russia, World War I. Russia's Tsar tank, built in 1914, was a colossal tricycle-shaped war machine. Towering over soldiers, its 2 enormous front wheels were meant to crush obstacles, while a smaller rear wheel provided balance. But in practice, it was a disaster. The huge wheels sank into mud almost immediately, trapping the tank in place. Engineers had envisioned a superweapon capable of rolling over enemy trenches, but the Tsar tank became a laughingstock and was eventually abandoned. Its sheer size and impracticality made it a perfect example of ambition outpacing engineering. Despite failure, it remains one of history's most famous failed war machines. Engineers had hoped the Tsar tank could crush barbed wire and withstand enemy fire with minimal vulnerability. Yet, its gigantic wheels made it slow, cumbersome, and unable to navigate typical battlefield terrain. Soldiers reportedly joked it would be easier to build a bridge to the enemy than move it. Even its weaponry, small cannons mounted around the central cockpit, was ineffective due to the tank's instability. By the time World War I ended, the Tsar tank had never seen battle. Its story serves as a reminder that war machines don't always need to be dangerous. To be memorable sometimes, sheer absurdity is enough to leave a legacy. Second, the Great Panjandrum UK, World War II. In 1943, Britain attempted to invent the Great Panjandrum, a massive, rocket-powered, wheel-shaped war machine designed to destroy German fortifications along beaches. The contraption had 2 enormous wheels, connected by a drum filled with explosives and rockets aimed at propelling it forward. But tests were catastrophic. It veered off course, rockets misfired, and engineers often had to dodge it like a runaway car. Despite its innovative concept, the Panjandrum was uncontrollable and never deployed in combat. Its legacy lies not in battlefield success, but in the sheer audacity of designing a rolling death machine that could, at any moment, backfire spectacularly. The Great Panjandrum wasn't just dangerous to the enemy, it posed a huge threat to its own creators. One test saw the wheels veer wildly, rockets shooting sparks in all directions, smashing nearby equipment. Military observers reportedly described it as chaotic and terrifying, though mostly because it was uncontrollable. Designers tried adjusting the rockets and drum weight, but physics had its own plans. Despite being scrapped, the Panjandrum shows how desperate wartime innovation could become absurd. It's a reminder that some war machines, no matter how ambitious, were more likely to harm allies than enemies, a lesson in engineering humility and imaginative excess. Third, Landkreuzer P-1000 Ratte, Nazi Germany, World War II. Nazi engineers designed the Landkreuzer P-1000 Ratte, a 1,000-ton supertank so enormous it would have dwarfed entire buildings. Its planned armament included massive cannons and anti-aircraft guns, and it would have required its own onboard crew quarters. But the tank was absurdly impractical. Bridges couldn't support its weight, roads couldn't hold it, and it would have been a sitting target for enemy aircraft. Only blueprints were ever created. It never rolled off the drawing board. Yet the Rate remains a symbol of wartime obsession with power, scale, and machines so over-engineered that their very existence is almost unbelievable. The Land Cruiser P-1000 Rate reflects the extremes of Nazi engineering ambitions. Designers imagined it rolling through Europe, immune to most artillery. Yet even if it had been built, fuel consumption alone would have been astronomical, and it would have been slow enough to become a massive stationary target. Military historians now view it as a cautionary tale. Innovation without practicality leads to dreams that are both terrifying and ridiculous. The Rate is remembered not for battlefield glory, but for audacity, the desire to construct a weapon so enormous it challenges comprehension. Fourth, Panzer VIII, Maus, Nazi Germany, World War II. The Panzer VIII Maus was another Nazi heavy tank, tipping the scales at 188 tons. Built to be nearly invulnerable, it carried a 128mm main gun and thick armor that could withstand most Allied weapons. However, the Maus was so heavy it struggled to cross bridges, required special transport, and barely moved faster than walking speed. Only 2 prototypes were built before the war ended. Despite its firepower, the Maus is remembered more as an engineering marvel and curiosity than a practical war machine, a testament to over-the-top ambition during desperate times. The story of the Panzer VIII Maus illustrates a dangerous obsession with invincibility. Engineers focused so much on armor and firepower that mobility was almost ignored. Reports indicate that if it had faced real combat, logistical challenges, fuel, transport, and bridge weight would have made it nearly useless. Yet, the Maus fascinates historians and enthusiasts alike, symbolizing how war machines can embody genius, madness, and absurdity all at once. It's a reminder that sometimes creating something unstoppable on paper doesn't guarantee practicality or survival on the battlefield. Fifth, Goliath tracked mine, Germany, World War II. The German Goliath tracked mine was a tiny, remote-controlled tank carrying explosives. About the size of a small dog, it was designed to sneak under enemy defenses and detonate. Operators controlled it via a long cable. But the Goliath was slow, fragile, and easily destroyed. Despite these flaws, it was deployed in multiple theaters and sometimes succeeded in destroying tanks or fortifications. The Goliath exemplifies a blend of ingenuity and risk. A small, almost absurd-looking machine that could pack a surprisingly destructive punch. The Goliath required skillful operators, yet even slight cable damage could render it useless. Soldiers sometimes joked about its puppy-like appearance, which belied deadly potential. Despite its limited success, the concept inspired post-war development of modern unmanned ground vehicles. The story of the Goliath tracked mine highlights how war can push inventors to miniaturize destructive technology in ways that seem almost whimsical. Tiny machines designed for maximum impact while testing human ingenuity against the harsh realities of battle. Sixth, steam-powered tanks, World War I prototypes. During World War I, engineers experimented with steam-powered tanks, hoping steam engines would give vehicles continuous torque for trench warfare. Prototypes were built in Britain, France, and Germany, but results were disastrous. They were slow, heavy, and prone to overheating. Steam emissions also revealed positions to enemy gunners. While innovative, these machines failed to provide the mobility needed for modern warfare. The story of steam-powered war machines illustrates that early innovation often involved trial and error. sometimes at the expense of common sense, safety, and practicality. Steam tanks often became unwieldy in the muddy trenches of World War I. Soldiers recalled engines sputtering, tracks breaking, and crews struggling with scalding steam. Despite these dangers, the prototypes contributed to lessons that led to the eventual dominance of internal combustion engines in tanks. The steam-powered war machines remain a curious footnote in military history. Bold, experimental, and dangerously impractical. They remind us that every technological leap involves experiments that seem bizarre in hindsight. Yet these failures laid the groundwork for more reliable and deadly machinery in future conflicts. 7th, walking tanks and tankettes. In the early 20th century, some engineers experimented with walking tanks, massive multi-legged machines meant to traverse rough terrain. Early designs in France and Germany featured mechanical legs instead of wheels or tracks. While impressive on paper, in reality, the legs were slow, unstable, and prone to mechanical failure. Tankettes' tiny, lightly armored tanks were also tested, sometimes mounted with machine guns. These creations were less about practicality and more about experimentation, reflecting a period when war machines were a playground for imagination, physics, and human persistence, often producing absurd but historically fascinating results. Walking tanks never reached operational use, as their complexity outweighed their advantages. Tankettes fared slightly better, especially in reconnaissance, but were lightly armored and vulnerable. These designs highlight the extremes of early mechanized warfare experimentation. They embody an era of trial and error creativity, where engineers pursued imaginative solutions to battlefield challenges, often ignoring practicality. The stories of walking tanks and tankettes demonstrate how necessity, innovation, and eccentricity collided to produce machines that were sometimes functional, sometimes ridiculous, and always historically captivating. 8th, rocket-powered and experimental weapons. World War II saw the rise of rocket-powered experimental weapons, from jet-propelled vehicles to small rocket carts. Germany experimented with rocket sleds and bombs mounted on wheels, often resulting in chaotic test failures. These inventions aimed to surprise enemies, but frequently endangered engineers more than foes. Conceptual drawings often looked like science fiction, with long cables, rockets, and exposed explosives. Such war machines highlight the extreme lengths nations went to gain an edge, blending ingenuity, desperation, and danger in equal measure. Some rocket-powered prototypes, like the German Kettenkrad adaptations or sled-mounted bombs, were designed for speed and surprise. Unfortunately, many tests ended with explosions, misfires, or vehicles spinning out of control. Soldiers and engineers recalled chaotic scenes of flying debris and flames, underscoring the thin line between innovation and disaster. These rocket-powered war machines serve as reminders that extreme creativity in war often comes with extreme risk, sometimes producing machines too volatile for actual combat. History is full of extraordinary inventions that teetered on the edge of genius and absurdity. While some never saw combat, they continue to fascinate, reminding us that war isn't just about strategy, it's also about imagination pushed to extremes. If you're curious about the forgotten, the bizarre, and the almost unbelievable corners of history, keep exploring, because sometimes the strangest inventions reveal the most about the people who dared to build them.